1976 to 1980, the early days and the birth of Apple. 1976, Apple Computer Incorporated. Was founded on April 1, 1976, by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne, in Cupertino, California. They released the Apple I, a single-board computer kit, which was largely the work of Wozniak. 1977, Apple II was introduced. It was one of the first highly successful mass-produced microcomputer products, thanks to its color graphics and integrated keyboard. 1979, Apple went public, generating more capital and making several employees millionaires. 1981 to 1985, the Macintosh and the Lisa. 1983, Apple released the Lisa, a revolutionary but expensive computer featuring a graphical user interface, GUI, which was a significant departure from the command line interfaces of the time. 1984, the Macintosh, a more affordable personal computer with a GUI, was launched during the iconic 1984 Super Bowl commercial. It became a cultural phenomenon despite initial sales challenges. 1985 to 1996, turmoil and restructuring. 1985, Steve Jobs clashed with Apple's board and was ousted from the company. He then went on to found Next Incorporated, a computer platform development company. 1987, Apple released the Macintosh II, the first modular Mac, and the Macintosh SE, which became one of the best-selling computers of its time. 1991, Apple introduced the PowerBook, a line of portable computers, which set new standards for laptop design. 1993, Apple released the Newton, a personal digital assistant, PDA, that ultimately failed commercially but laid the groundwork for future handheld devices. 1997 to 2011, the return of Steve Jobs and the era of innovation. 1997, Apple acquired Next Incorporated, bringing Steve Jobs back to the company. Jobs took over as interim CEO and began restructuring and revitalizing Apple's product line. 1998, Apple introduced the iMac, a stylish and colorful all-in-one desktop computer that revitalized the company's image and marked the beginning of a new design philosophy. 2001, the iPod, a portable digital music player, was launched, revolutionizing the music industry and marking Apple's entry into consumer electronics. 2003, Apple opened the iTunes Store, which allowed users to legally purchase and download digital music, further strengthening the iPod's ecosystem. 2007, the iPhone was unveiled, combining a mobile phone, an iPod, and an internet communication device into one revolutionary product, setting new standards for smartphones. 2010, Apple introduced the iPad, a tablet computer that redefined the tablet market and sparked the tablet revolution. 2011 present, post-Steve Jobs era and continued innovation. 2011, Steve Jobs passed away, leaving behind a legacy of innovation and design excellence. Tim Cook succeeded him as CEO. 2014, Apple launched the Apple Watch, marking its entry into the wearable technology market. 2016, Apple removed the headphone jack from the iPhone 7, sparking controversy and signaling a shift towards wireless technology. 2018, Apple became the first publicly traded company to reach $1 trillion valuation. 2020, Apple announced its plans to transition its Mac computers from Intel processors to its own custom-designed Apple Silicon chips. This timeline captures only a fraction of Apple's vast history, but it highlights the company's evolution from a garage startup to one of the most valuable and influential technology companies in the world. Throughout its history, Apple's commitment to innovation, design, and user experience has remained central to its identity.